Hey, welcome back to Desi Soul. Today I'll tell you something very interesting about very interesting fruit, and that's durian. This is world's smelliest fruit. This fruit is a beloved delicacy of Singapore and Malaysia. However, you might not have seen this quite frequently in India. If you've ever visited famous hotel chains in Southeast Asian countries like Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, they put this notice at the reception saying no durians or mangosteens. Even if you put the rubbish at the garbage, it can be smelled from a distance. It is that much smelliest. Yes, it looks like a jackfruit, but it isn't a jackfruit. Yes, which you can see at my back. This is durian for you. But what do durians teach us? Or do they really have something to teach us? We'll see this on this special episode. Stay tuned. Okay, so how does it taste? It's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? I have tasted that as well. And believe me, even after 2 days, I had burps. Very, very nasty burps. I have collected few of their opinions, and you might be interested to see them. So let's see them one by one. Okay, this is Maxine McBrain, who is an anthropologist. He said it has a sewer gas overtone. While Andrew Zimmern, who is host of Bizarre Foods, he said that it tastes like completely rotten, mushy onions. The Oxford Companion to Food has a great ideology about its taste. It says, comparisons have been made with the civet cat, sewage, stale vomit, onions and cheese, while one disaffected visitor to Indonesia declared that the eating of the flesh was not much different from having to consume used surgical swabs. Richard Sterling, who is also a food writer, he says its odour is best described as pig shit, turpentine and onions garnished with a gym sock. It can be smelled from yards away. Another 19th century journalist, Bayard Taylor, says to eat it seems to be the sacrifice of self-respect. So you can now understand and sense that how nasty it would be. But believe me, it's very fleshy from inside. And instead of all this, it is used in almost all delicacies in Singapore and Malaysia, like ice creams, pastries, puddings, and many other food stuff. What makes them so interesting? But before we proceed to the qualities of durian, let's see this interesting story.
There was this young man who had a very peculiar body odor. He had visited various doctors to get his ailment treated. However, it did not help. Gradually, he became infamous in the city as an odor man. People started to hate him for no reason. His visits in several places in the city led to people distancing from him. He was not happy with his own body odor. He did not get employment due to his body odor. One day, a bad cyclone hit the city. Many people went missing. Many homes got dispersed, and several areas were waterlogged. Rescuers began to track people and move them to a safer place, but they had a hard time due to the destruction of homes and uprooted trees. This young man was lucky. His body odor helped the rescuers to track him down. And this is how a bane became a boon.
Okay, what makes it so special? I mean, what makes durian so special? Okay, don't go by its smell or whatever opinions different people have said around the world. It has many excellent benefits, and that's the reason it's the most sought after fruits in Southeast Asia like Singapore and Malaysia. Now, what all qualities it has? First and foremost, it's an excellent source of energy. I'll quickly say, just note it down. It's an excellent source of energy. It fights off depression. It enhances strength and immunity. It cures insomnia as well. It's an excellent source of vitamin C, so definitely it helps to fight immunity, and it increases your immunity from inside. Next, it promotes digestive health. It acts as an antioxidant. It improves cognitive functions. It manages cholesterol level. And at last, it has an anti-inflammatory properties as well. So, you can easily ignore its nasty smell, and instead, you can look for this fruit to enhance your overall health profile. Interesting step. Okay, now we'll proceed towards the final section of this episode, and that's Seco Funda of the Week. And this Seco Funda of the Week, you just need to note it down somewhere because it's going to help you in your future proceedings as well. Okay, so my Seco Funda of the Week for this week is: it's easy to raise fingers. This is someone's external appearance or anything that you can sense through your sense organs. But it's an art to dig someone through its internal makeover. So you just need to develop that art to understand people. In short, you don't need to judge people. Don't judge people. Don't make perceptions. Don't judge people by his external appearance. Instead, you just need to dig deep to know about how he or she looks from inside. That's very important that we easily get into the perception, and we build perception saying, okay, this person might be like that, but have you ever tried to know how that person is from inside? The moment we try to do that, it becomes easy for us to understand people and write about that. Okay, we'll meet with some interesting characters or interesting stories in my next episode as well. Until then, the same mantra goes for you. Eat well, stay healthy, and stay blessed.